Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of ALBION Online. So we're going to be doing another build video today, and today we're just going to be basically covering, just covering the basics on range DPS. So we'll just get the screen working properly. Here we go. Okay. So basically what you would be looking at is probably, if you've got any sort of a bow or a crossbow or any weapon that's in the game that is ranged, whether it be a staff, could be a fire staff, or even like a frost staff or something like that. You're pretty much going to want to really be looking at you using the Mage Robe for your main armor in your chest piece there. The reason for this is if you use the aggression passive, that's an extra 8% damage, which will make all those damages in there that are 50% go to 58%. Okay, and that is the best armor piece to increase your basic damage all round. So you don't have to. It's just passive. That just happens. So the next two that I would probably look at on the list for basics would be the Assassin Jacket and Hunter Jacket. And basically it's just going to come down to what the stats are, if you want extra armor, because the armor's pretty low on the Mage Robe, but being a ranged character, by all theory, as long as you're dodging stuff that, all the red puddles of damage that are going to affect you, you should be fine, sort of thing. But if you're sort of out there maybe just doing solo stuff, then you're probably going to need extra armor, so you might want to go with like the Assassin's Jacket or the Hunter Jacket, so because that way you'll get extra armor, and also you'll have extra hit points, so yeah, but you won't have that extra damage, that's all. So you will lose about 20 to 30% damage, basic damage, that's all. So but however, they all do have different spells and abilities that can help you out. So it's sort of like the Mage Robe, the Frost Shield, and the Purging Shield. Pretty good sort of thing. So you just have to use which ability you prefer. Now, if you're in dungeons, you're probably going to end up going with Men Wounds. That way the healers, if you've only got one healer in your party or something, that way every time you've had a big battle or something, you've lost a lot of health, you can just quickly mend your wounds and continue on with the fighting without the healer having to stop for 10 minutes to heal everybody up, sort of thing. Well, not 10 minutes, but you know what I mean. Like, 30 seconds to 40 seconds or something. So, yeah. So that's what I would say with the mage, but yeah, you definitely want that aggression one, so you get that extra damage. And if you're a healer, well, I guess, you get the extra heal power. So. Okay, we'll look at the Hunter Jacket now. So the Inferno Shield's pretty good. It covers the caster with Flaming Shield. It increases resistances by 65 and also reflects 30% of that incoming damage before the resistances are added back to the attacker for 8 seconds. That's not too bad, I think it's like a 40-second cooldown or something. I've got some, might have the cooldowns enabled. No, I haven't. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, I do on that one. Okay, we'll just put that there so we can get the right stats. Okay. Where were we? Okay, yeah, 40-second cooldown. Okay, sweet. Also, you could use the haste one and you get increases normal attack speed by 60% and damage by 20% for 8 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. So, it's all pretty good. But yeah, you're only gonna have that boost for like 8 seconds, so you're gonna want to use it very wisely. Probably a good thing, if you're doing a boss and you're throwing a poison on the boss. If you are using haste, you'd probably click the haste, then you'd drop your, say, magic arrow, then your explosive arrows. Hold on. Oh, I've got warbomb, that's right. Don't know. And then your poisoned arrows, and yeah, just go for it. And if you're also doing that, and you maybe are using... Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Back here we go. So yeah, haste. So you can do all that. Now, you have some passives. Balanced Mind, that's pretty good as well, because increases your damage by 4% and incoming damage was reduced by 2%. That's pretty good. Okay, but also swiftness is good. So yeah, you know, you just have to, you gotta try different things, weigh it up and see what works best for you in different situations, basically. The CD ones are pretty good as well. So basically all the Hunter, Assassin and Mercenary ones will have the same passives. They'll have the balance, well, they should have the same passives. They should all have the Balanced Mind, Swiftness and Quick Thinker on all three pieces, the head, chest and shoes. So we've covered the chest pieces. Oh no, we haven't. Hold on, we'll finish this one. So the Assassin's Jacket ambush is pretty good. You can like turn invisible for 8 seconds. Your first attack out of invisibility will have increased damage. The longer you stay invisible, the higher the damage buff. Pardon me. The maximum is 40%. Attacking or casting breaks invisibility. You'll also become visible if you move too far away from the activation spot. Okay, but it is a 1 minute CD, so it's pretty good for solo stuff. If you get the right combination of abilities, you can be pretty deadly out there in the solo battlefield. So yeah, it's just mostly the same things again. You know, you've got an Inferno shield and stuff, so, and in wounds and the same passives. Now you do have to look at all those stats because they do really change. I'm not going to go through them all. You can, you know, easily enough look them up. If you don't have the armor pieces, you can click the B button on your keyboard and you could go find the leather crafter, which is what we're looking at. So I haven't actually got a mercenary jacket, so we'll bring that one up as well. I think we're going to actually have to go to the other side here and have a look. Okay, yep, mercenary jacket. Yeah, because that way I can see the spells. So, Mercenary Jacket's pretty good as well, because you can get some self-healing happening, but is still a 1 minute cooldown as well. So, yeah, bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. And it's got pretty good armor as well, so not too high on the attack, but it's all good, you know. Got to take the good with the bad sometimes. So. But yeah. If you want to, if you're in the situation where you feel you need a little bit of healing and stuff, Mercenary Jacket's pretty good. So, alright, so we shall move on. Now, before we move away from the chest piece, the Stalker Jacket also has the Inferno Shield and Men Wounds, but it also has Electric Field, which is a good ability. So basically what will happen is, you can drop that Electric Field ability and everything within its AoE radius will get hit for 54 damage twice per second. So that's basically 108. Well, using this one anyway, is going to be 108 damage per second, basically, for 8 seconds. So that's pretty good. But unfortunately, it is a bit of a long cooldown. So, but yeah, we'll just show that ability while we're here. Obviously, there's no enemies, but yeah, you know. So basically, you know, that sort of a radius and everything that gets hit will get all that AoE damage, and you know, you can be doing other stuff at the same time. So it's a pretty good one. Okay, now we'll move on to the hoods. So the cowl, yeah, you know, most of those skills, you know, just use which one you need for the D. And yeah, you're going to want to go aggression. You want that extra 3.5% damage or heal power, depending on if you're a damage dealer or a healer. And yeah, you know, you've got all your stats there. So we won't go into too much detail on that. We'll move on to the exciting one. Alright, so you got your Hunter's Hood. So the good one here is Retaliate. Okay, it's probably a bit more for solo fights and maybe even boss fights if you're taking really heavy damage. Okay, so basically it creates a magical barrier which reflects all incoming damage back to the attacker and increases your resistances by 49 for 4 seconds. That's only on like a tier 4 one at the moment, that one that I'm showing. So tier 5 one is 50 for 4 seconds, a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. What would it actually been? So what item power is that? 709, no, armor 1, no, hit points of 181. No, so better hit points and energy regeneration and stuff. Cool. Alright, and once again, yeah, you're stuck with that decision of, you know, do you want to reduce your incoming damage and increase your damage, or do you want to just go for attack speed? I'd probably go for the attack speed, to be honest. If you don't have the cooldown, the quick thinker there for the cooldowns, I'd definitely go attack speed increase. That's just me though. So, alright, so now we're moving on to the assassin hood. So meditation's pretty good. While channeling, all spells on cooldown will recover much faster. The full channel lasts 3 seconds and can shorten cooldown times by up to 15 seconds. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you know, just a lot of the average stuff there of the howl ability, which is also on the other hoods. And we'll have a look at also one called the Stalker hood. Okay, so it's got Mortal Agony. Okay, this is probably more of a melee one, but melee DPS, but we'll just cover it anyway. So Mortal Agony, your damage is increased by 20% for 4 seconds. Enemies in a 6 meter radius around you whose health is below 50% will be mortally afraid of you. Their resistances are reduced by 127 for 4 seconds, and it will also reveal invisible enemies within the same radius regardless of their health. And it's only 15-second cooldown, so it's actually very good cooldown. And yeah, just your basic, you know, you get your attack speed and your quick thinker and your balanced mind abilities. Okay, moving on to the feet, or boots, or sandals, or whatever you want to call them. Alright, so obviously, yeah, the mage one with the aggression ability, yeah, is probably what you want to go for. And then you've got other running abilities that can recover mana and stuff, or energy. Instant teleport sort of thing, and yeah, just high speed running. So hunter shoes. Now hunter and mercenary should both be the same, apart from the middle. Whoop, there we go. Yep, so that left one called refreshing sprint will be the same on both hunter shoes and mercenary shoes. And basically what it does is it increases your move speed by 100% for 3 seconds and also reduces your cooldown slightly. So it depends on what cooldown abilities you got. It's sort of like, you know, having that retaliate and the electric field, or whatever other special abilities you might have. You might have some sort of a shield if you've got a cowl on or something like that. Or you might maybe even have like the Hellion jacket, and you might have the life leech ability, I think it is on there, or lifesteal ability. So basically, you know, if you can get the cooldowns, and they are pretty long cooldowns, 45 seconds, and yeah, 45 seconds. So yeah, sometimes you just need to get those cooldowns done, and if you got the right shoes on and right hood, you can get those cooldowns down. So anyway, this video has gone on a little bit lengthier than what I was hoping, but anyway, it's all good. So yeah, basically, that's the sort of gear I would recommend for range DPS. So once again, this is only like really covering the basics. I'm not like going heavily into explaining all the different artifact pieces that you could wear for armor that do different abilities and stuff. You know, it's sort of, they'll all be sort of covered in more specific builds. So yeah, this is just your overall basic range DPS build, and yeah, it really does come down to what skills you want to be using in battle, basically. So, well, I hope this video helps everybody out. And like I said, basically, yeah, ranged weapons are bows, X-bows, and also staffs. So, yeah. Not too sure if there's any other that I might have missed, but yeah, I think that's probably about it. So, Alright, well, I hope this video helps everyone. If anyone's got any questions, you know, just drop a comment in there and I'll do my best that I can to help you out. Hope you have a lovely day or not, depending what time it is when you're watching this video. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.